Cool.
Hi everyone, it's Friday, fish day, and welcome to Lockdown Cooking at Home with myself, Red Redfern. Behind the camera is Jane. Welcome once again. Thank you everybody who joined in yesterday when I was on Lockdown's Got Talent in the Kitchen. It seemed to go okay. We've had some strange comments about it on their post, but never mind. We're back on here now, which is where we like to be, hopefully giving you guys some tips in your kitchen and a bit of entertainment as well. I'm just going to hand over to Jay. She's going to say hellos and then we're going to crack on.
Hi everyone, hi, TFI Friday, hi, who's watching? Shirley Nicholas, hi honey. Hello, see you soon I hope. Cindy Foot's watching, hi Cindy, and Louise Thornton's in the house, and I think I saw Robbie Smith, and Ian Gibbons is watching also. I think I may have missed a couple already, not to worry.
Well, happy VE Day everyone. If you are English or you're in England, you'll be celebrating today. It's 75 years since the Victory in Europe Day. Fantastic. I hope if you're partying, wherever you are, you're having a lovely day. I've looked online and spoken to people, and apparently the weather's fantastic in the UK, so really good for today. So today's wine, we've got this Embrujada. Embrujada. Okay, this is a Tempranillo Grenache mixed grape. It is from the Navarra region of Spain. The Navarra region is a very famous wine region in Spain. It's basically right at the top, if you know where Bilbao and Santander is. If you come down from the coast there, around about 20 or 30 kilometres, you'll come to the mountainous region there. That's the Navarra region of Spain. So this is this one. This another one from Mercadona, where I get most of my wines from. This was under €2. Okay.
Wow.
So we're going to crack this one open.
A few people,
see what it's like.
Mum and Dad's watching. Hi John, hi Liz, and Jackie's watching with Ian. Barbara Williams is watching.
Oh, hi Barb.
And Marilyn Portner's watching. Nikki's mom is watching from the UK.
Lovely.
And Sally Davies, cousin Sally's watching from Wales. And Axel's watching as well.
Hi Axel, over in Germany, mate.
Got a few in the house today.
Any news on when you'd be able to get back yet, mate? Cheers everybody.
Marty DeGarmo's watching.
Hi Marty, I'll be on with you after this.
So is Wazza. I hope you had a nice birthday, Wazza. Bless you. It was a bit crap in it when you actually can't do a lot. Also, just on birthdays, it's Mark Gibson's birthday today. So if you're watching,
birthday,
Mark,
Mark,
happy birthday, Mark.
Cheers. So this is really nice. It's full-bodied. It's a 3.5%. The one I had yesterday was only a 12. You can really taste the fruit in there. It's very blackcurranty. So
nice.
it's really nice. Like that one.
Nice.
Okay, so it should be a fairly quick one today because we're just doing traditional fish and chips. So for anybody who's not in the UK, this is a very traditional dish that we used to have a lot in the UK. Not so much these days actually because of the healthy options. But it's lovely if it's done properly. It's horrendous if it's not done right. Okay, so I'm going to show you a really good batter to do for the fish and a little tip on the chips as well that will help you. And we're also going to make a homemade tartar sauce. So I'll just run through the ingredients then. We've got 4 nice potatoes here for the tartar sauce. We've got mayonnaise, we've got some gherkins and capers, lemon. The fish, you can use any white fish. I dug into the bottom of my freezer and I found these 4 small white fish fillets. This is actually pollock. It's not the best fish in the world. Normally I use pollock for when I'm making fish pies, but for this we're going to use that. And then for the batter mix itself, we've got some plain flour, we've got some baking powder. Normally you would use either corn flour or custard mix without sugar. I know it sounds a bit strange, but I'll go over that when I'm making it. But because I haven't got any custard mix, I'm using some corn flour and a little bit of yellow food colouring and some vinegar. Okay, let's
Nice. Darren Phillips is watching and Paul Gilby's watching.
Hi, Paul.
And a lady just said she was in France. I think her surname was Thornton. So
Yeah,
I
give
just
us a
missed
shout
that.
out where
Tell
you're
us where
from.
you're from, guys. Okay.
We've also got some garden peas here,
Pretty
which
simple.
we're going to do those. Okay, so the first thing we're going to get ready then is the potatoes. I've got some fat here in a pan. As you can see, it's really hot already. So I'm going to just take that off the heat. And then we're going to peel some potatoes and prep them up.
It's a beautiful day here today. Another one. We've got
Lovely.
had some thunderstorm at 4 o'clock this morning. That woke everybody up. Whose cushions got wet outside? Mine did, because we weren't expecting it. Were we? Ian Gibbons got some great pictures of the lightning.
If you've got these types of peelers, the ones that swivel like this, if you want to, you don't have to just go in one direction. You can go up as well. So like this.
Marty DeGarmo's, and
Okay,
we've got some
to.
people in from Canada. Ah, Casper Welsh is watching. Casper's an old school friend of mine. Hi, Casper. He's from he's in Nottingham now, but he's originally from where I'm from. He's an old school friend of mine.
Excellent.
How are
Always
you?
good.
How are you, Casper? And Raymond McLaughlin's watching, and Richard Clark
Hi, Ray.
is watching.
Is he on now?
And he says he's from Crack Kings. Now, we know that that's not a place, Richard. Come on. How are you, Richard?
I'm loving all your posts lately, Rich. It really lightens up everyone's day. That's what it's all about, not being too serious.
Ruby Greta Devlin is watching. I think
Ah,
that
is
might be
she?
just Ruby. Never really known about the Greta bit, but I think that's the Ruby that we know.
It is. From, I think Ruby's down in Bristol now, I think.
Possibly, yeah. Yeah, possibly. And Ian Gibbons is from Allara. We know.
From
that
Allara.
Yeah.
Excellent. So, 4 potatoes then. This is a nice, easy, quick dish to do.
We've done a lot of cooking this week, haven't we?
Yeah,
We've got the
seems like
weekend off, yeah.
Next week, guys, on Tuesday, we've got a guest spot. My niece from Ireland, same time, 5 o'clock, is going to do a guest spot. All the way from Donegal in Ireland. She's going to do a couple of dishes. A fish cake and a...
Chowder, I think.
A
Fish chowder.
And some fish cakes, okay? So it'll be absolutely fantastic if you can tune in for that.
Yeah.
Obviously,
She's got a lovely Irish accent, bless her. So I hope you can all understand her. But she's very excited. So please support her if you can.
Okay, chips then. It depends how thick or thin you want them. Okay, I'll just show you one. So if you wanted thin ones that are like sort of McDonald's types ones, okay, you want thin strips like so, okay? But for fish and chips, you want them quite chunky, okay? Roughly about 1/4 inch across, and it's 1/4 by 1/4, okay?
Richard Clark was going to put a ready meal in the microwave and you've just changed his mind. That's
Yeah,
what we're here to do.
Exactly.
That's what we're here to do, Richard. Health,
Yes.
well, it's not all healthy, but it's all homemade.
It's hopefully to encourage you guys to have a go in the kitchen. Now, some people say that you should wash potatoes off before you fry them for chips. Myself personally, I don't. It's not a rule that you should or shouldn't. Some people say if you don't wash them off, it tastes a little starchy. I actually don't mind that so much, to be honest.
Tell them my little quirk, Red, go on.
Jane loves raw potato. Absolute weirdo.
I do love a raw potato, and I'm really tempted to pick one up right
Yeah,
now.
have one.
No, I'm not going to because I'm talking.
Exactly.
Oh, and if I
come on.
just as a I'm going to digress a bit here. If I talk too much, tough.
Yeah, we
And we had a little bit of a comment yesterday saying that there was too much chat and too
not
much
enough cooking.
and not enough cooking. So anyway, it's the first person that's ever said that to me, and hey ho, do you know what? I'm not going to feel bad, and I'm not going to change the way we are or the way we do this.
Okay, so what we're going to do now is called blanching, okay, which is a par fry. So we're going to put in half of the chips into some fat.
Gosh, that's like, whoa, can you not set us on fire? Claire Bance is watching. Hi, Claire. Ian Givens has told me to stop talking.
Yeah.
Sorry, I know. Clearly, I must get carried away.
I've got one of these, okay. This is a handheld strainer, or the other common word for it is a spider, obviously because it looks like a bit like a spider's web. If you've got one of these, that's really good and handy. If you use a spoon that has got some holes in it, it'll do exactly the same. And you're just moving the potatoes around. Actually, that fat is a little bit hot, but it'll still do the same.
I can't remember last time I made chips. Or chips, even.
Or chips, even.
We just don't really eat them much, do we?
No, not really. It's not high on our things to eat.
No, it's not, but it will be nice to have them.
It will be nice to them.
Sure. So what you're doing there, you're blanching them?
Yeah, what you're after doing is par cooking them, because we want to have nice crispy chips. Okay. So we're basically going to cook them twice, is what we're going to do.
So they look cooked, but they're not cooked.
They're not cooked, no, because they're hard. So I'm going to actually put them back in a minute.
Shirley Nicholas said, that is so wrong, Jane.
What is?
The raw potato.
I know, right? I mean,
When I was a kid, I can go back that far. I'm going back a long way now. When I was a kid and my mum used to make, we always had homemade chips, didn't we? We never had, like, it was a long time before frozen chips came out, or oven chips. Remember that, when that became a novelty? And my mum used to make chips, and I used to sit on the drainer while she made them, and I used to sit and eat them. Sad child.
Sad child.
Strange child I was. Never mind.
Okay, so we're going to put a little bit of salt into the peas. If you've got some mint, you want to put a little bit of mint on the top of it. If you haven't got fresh mint, you can put a squirt of mint sauce or a teaspoon of mint sauce into it. Okay, I've got none.
We haven't got either. We really need to do a shop. Yeah. We are running out of sort of some English items.
We are still trying not to go out.
Yeah, we are. We are. Raymond McLaughlin said, "Can you say hello to Susan?"
Yeah, Susan. Hi, how are you, Raymond? Susan, I've still got
all your magnets. I knew you were going to say that.
They're still here in their packets. I promise. I will post them. They're the ones we picked up.
We'll have to get DHL to drop them off at this rate, the amount we collected.
Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do then is I'm going to make up the tartar sauce mix whilst those are all cooking. Now, tartar sauce is super easy to make, guys, and it is far nicer than the stuff you buy. Better?
Alright.
Yeah.
Or do you want me over here?
Over here, please. So, what we're going to do is we're going to put in some just plain mayonnaise. Now, if you've made the mayonnaise from the other day, use that. Fantastic. If not, okay.
Oh, I think Mona Lisa Cairns was watching. Hi, honey. I just remembered that she went up my screen.
Okay, so we've only got 4 teaspoons of mayonnaise as well. Oh my God.
I know. We need to seriously go shopping,
We need to go shopping.
I know. It might be that on Monday, when some of the restrictions are lifted, we might be able to go a little bit further.
True. So 4 tablespoons of mayonnaise. Okay, and to this then, traditionally you add capers and gherkins. So we're going to put in about 4 or 5 gherkins and a tablespoon of capers. Now, we had capers the other day, last Friday.
What was that in?
That was for the salmon, which I hope you're going to go at.
Yes, we did.
Okay, next Friday's fish, we're going to do a really nice Mediterranean fish bake. So about 1.5 tablespoons of capers and 4 or 5 gherkins.
What's the gherkins for? Does that give like a bit of an
acid?
acid?
Like a crispy,
oh, okay.
You know, a crispy part to it. So cut the gherkins in half, okay, and in half again. See, this is what's going to go all the way through the mayonnaise. Okay.
Julia's watching from the coast. Remember Julia Rushko?
Oh yeah, hi.
Yeah, used to work in the bar.
Yes.
I had I walked all the way to the post office today, guys. It was beautiful. I took some lovely pictures actually. It was really quiet. I barely saw a soul, and I picked up 2 packages, which was nice. It was like Christmas when I got back.
Yeah, but tell them what bird you saw.
Oh, I saw a hummingbird, and Red said, "No, you can't have done." And so I googled it, and yes, I did. I saw a hummingbird up by...
I never knew they had hummingbirds in the south of Spain, but apparently they do.
Yeah.
3 different types,
yeah.
no less.
So I saw a hummingbird, so it was lovely, and I got myself a lovely little package from Claire and my sister in Ireland.
So we've chopped up the gherkins. We're just going to roughly chop up then the capers.
Lots of beauty products actually. So you know you're going to wake up next to Cameron Diaz in the morning.
Excellent. Okay, give these all a mix, and then these go into the mayonnaise. Like so. The last thing it goes into then is a good squirt of lemon juice.
Oh, Marty DeGarmo says if you put up feeders, they come. But do you know what I think the problem here in Marty is we've got 16 lovebirds, and I think because they're quite noisy, I sometimes think it puts birds off coming around, do some of the more exotic stuff.
Give it all a mix. Okay, now you have a lovely homemade tartar sauce. Look at that. Why go out and buy it when it's so easy to make it? Look at that.
Yeah, that looks great.
Okay.
I think Kerry Lothian was on here just now. She said she always makes her own tartar sauce.
Yeah, the trouble is people think it's really hard to make, but it's so easy to make, and it's so much nicer. Okay, so we're going to go back then, have a look at the chips. Right, they're ready now. Okay, nice golden brown. And then we're going to move on to the batter.
Ooh, that's a lot of chips, isn't it?
So when you've done chips and they're like this, okay, you can actually put them into the fridge. Okay, so you can blanch them off like this. Put a lid on them. You can freeze them. You can put them into the fridge, and then you can leave them there for 5 days. And then when you come out, all you have to do is take them out, and it'll take you 2 minutes or 3 minutes to cook them because they're already part cooked.
Nice.
Okay. Another tip.
Another top tip there.
So we're now going to move over then to making the batter. Now this is a very old mix that I learned.
Have a drink.
Have a drink. When I was in the army. Where are we? Have a drink. Cheers. Stop eyeing up the chips, Jane.
Can't believe you didn't leave me one raw one. We could have fish and chips on the terrace tonight, couldn't we?
Yeah. Okay, so it's roughly going to be 5 to 1. Okay, so 5 tablespoons of plain flour.
Marty DeGarmo says, what oil is it?
It's just plain, plain cooking.
It's just cooking oil.
Fat. So
fat cooking oil.
Cooking fat. It's I suppose what it's called.
It's like a fry oil, isn't it?
Yeah, but if you've got like rapeseed oil, you can use that. Any cooking oil is fine. Okay, but you don't use olive oil because it doesn't get to high enough temperature before it burns. So anything that has a high heat temperature, you want to use that. The old way to use is to have lard.
Oh yeah, remember that?
Okay, that's
Gosh.
the old type of frying oil is lard, and you melt the blocks of lard down.
Have I seen that in Mercadona? They have blocks
they do.
of... They do, don't they? I've seen that.
Now, so we've got 5 tablespoons of plain flour. If you've got custard powder, okay, custard powder without sugar, that's what you should use. We haven't, so we're going to use some corn flour. So 1 corn flour into there, okay. And if you had custard powder, you put 1 custard powder in there. And then you want some baking powder. Okay, and you want 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Now this mix as well can be left in the fridge and used. Okay, it's not like a beer batter or anything like that where you have to use it there and then fresh.
Someone just asked about, are you putting beer in that? Well, that's
No.
an answer, isn't it? Because you, right, okay.
Okay, 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Okay, and to that I'm going to put a little bit of yellow food colouring. Okay, this is why I'm saying if you're using custard powder, you don't put the yellow food colouring. I've got yellow powder. Obviously, if you've got the liquid, remember, whenever you're putting colourant or anything into any mix, you always pour it into the cap first before you put it into it. Okay, so then you're not putting too much in. So we're just going to put a little bit of colourant into it, like so.
Oh, Bob. Hi, Bob.
And the reason we're putting the colourant into it is because it's going to make it nice and yellow, and it's going to really stand out the colour. And then we're going to put in 1 tablespoon of vinegar.
What does that do?
Right, the vinegar helps make it crispy.
I thought you might have said that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the last thing to put into it then is some salt. We're going to put in, roughly speaking, a tablespoon of salt.
Teaspoon?
Teaspoon, sorry, me and my spoons.
You and your spoons.
I know. A little bit of water then. So only put a little bit of water in to start with.
Oh, Bob and Bonnie just had the pill.
I'll have that, oh lovely.
Nice. Oh, Debbie Brown's just come on. Hi, Debbie. How are you? Debbie's from Canada. Debbie's from Canada. So you only put a little bit of colouring in there, and that's
it's loads.
It's definitely enough,
yellow,
isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, if anything, it's a little bit too yellow, really. But for what we're doing, it won't matter too much. So you want it actually, you don't want it too thin. You want it fairly thick. But you're after getting all these lumps out. So with your whisk, give it a good beat. Good beating.
Ian Dukes says hi.
Hi Ian. Ian, send me some of your wines, mate, and I'll put them on for you. So we do a wine every day.
That would be nice if people sent us some free
We've got
gifts.
a nice Navarra today. This is a Tempranillo Grenache mixed grape. It cost me €2, mate. Fantastic.
It's quite nice actually.
It's very nice. If you are in the UK and you're in the Worcester area, Ian's got a lovely winery over there. If you have a look online, Ian put in the comments what the website is, mate, and people can go on there and have a look. Okay, so we're ready there now. As you can see, it's nice and yellow. You're after coating the back of a spoon.
It's Andalusia yellow, that.
Okay, and that's what we're after. So I'm just going to pop that there.
Debbie said she was late on parade. We forgive you, Debbie.
So we've got some flour here. Okay, we've got the pollock fillets here. The fat is over here, and what we're after doing now is you place the fillets into the flour, coat them both sides, like so. Pop them into the fat. The batter. What am I on about?
I don't know. It's Friday. It's been a long week, hasn't it?
It's been a long week. I'll tell you what, people just don't realise how knackering it is doing absolutely sod all every day.
Busy doing nothing, aren't we, really?
I know.
Running out of ideas to do here, aren't we? We open on Monday, woohoo!
Yeah, we are officially opening Monday. So as soon as you guys can make a move, come and visit us. Enjoy a glass of wine with us, some fantastic countryside. Visit Caminito del Rey. All these places. Okay.
Quentin Saylor says, where did we get the pollock from?
Just Mercadona.
Just Mercadona.
Freezer section Mercadona. Ideally, you want to use a hake or a cod.
Cod, yeah.
Okay. They're just nicer fishes. But for me, this is all I had, and it meant I didn't have to go and buy it. So, one fillet at a time then. Hold it by the tail piece. Give it a good load of batter over the top. Okay, hold it close so that it's going straight in. Okay.
Ah, they want you to go on MasterChef, love.
Yeah, right.
He's good, isn't he, guys? He's good. He knows his stuff, doesn't he?
Okay, over you go.
I need to read that, Richard Clark. I couldn't see the rest of that. Tell me, what am I going to get if I eat raw potato? Oh, is this a joke? Is this one of your jokes, Richard?
Okay.
Oh God, worms. Oh, that's great. Well, I know what. Well, you know what? 50 years and it's never really done that for me. So and it's not. I don't eat them every day. Don't panic, folks. I don't have them for breakfast.
So when you're doing your fish, then you want to cook them on both sides and then drain them out onto some kitchen rolls, which I'm going to get now.
Oh, Denise. Hi, Denise. The anti-sneeze is on.
Oh, lovely.
Rob's been making asparagus soup today.
Oh, I like asparagus soup.
Yeah, nice.
So if you can just zoom in on here now, Jane, if you can just come over and have a look at this a minute.
Just have to watch the video.
Okay, I haven't turned these over yet, but on the sides where they start going brown at the ends, remember it's one of the tells when the outsides start going brown. Okay, then you can flip them over. And this batter mix is so easy to do. I mean, look at that. You won't get much better than that.
I'm going to be fancy fish and chips this afternoon.
Now this is a very traditional dish in the UK, like I said. So we're going to start getting things ready then. So you've got some lovely homemade tartar sauce. I'm doing 2 because this is going to be our tea.
Is it?
Yes.
Right.
Well, don't you want it?
Oh yeah, sure. Of course.
Don't sound too keen about it, Jane.
Oh, fine. That's like, yeah, I'm gonna have a chip butty.
I'm also going to put a little bit of.
Claire says, can you make homemade fish fingers with this? Yeah, of course you can.
Yes, of course you can.
You just
yeah.
cut up your fish
you
to.
cut your fish so that they are whatever size that you want.
Yeah. I bet they'd be quite nice actually.
Yeah, and this batter as well, you can put it in a container, leave it in the fridge. Now we're going to use the same oil for the fish and the chips. Generally speaking, if you go to chip shops and places like that, they'll have a separate oil for the fish and a separate oil for the chips because of the taste element to it, okay? Cheers.
Chris Fawcett's watching. Hi, Chris.
Hi, Chris. Thank you very much. Appreciate the voicemails, mate. So we're going to take these out now. Just going to leave those to rest for a minute just to drain off any excess oil.
Oh, Mike Longmore's watching. Hi, Mike.
Hi, Mike. Is the virtual arms open tonight, Mike? And if it is it the same number? Okay, so into the oil then, the chips that you've already half cooked. We won't use quite all of them.
Oh, Clara B's watching. Hi, sweetheart. How are you? Miss your face. And you would have had fish and chips tonight, girl.
Yeah. So we're going to start getting this all together then. So we're going to have 2 nice pieces of fish. Like so. Listen. How crispy is that?
Yes, yes, your dad said. I think that might be the question to answer to the virtual
Lovely.
arms.
Okay, your peas then. Obviously, if you've got mint in these, they'll be lovely. They'll be very fragrant. You can obviously use mushy peas if you wanted to, but I prefer garden peas with my fish and chips, to be honest.
Yeah, I prefer mushy, but something else we haven't got, isn't it?
Yeah.
The stocks are getting low, guys.
Like so. So let's have a look at the...
I'm just keeping the camera on the fish and chips, on the fish for now while you're... Ooh, they look good. If you're like me, you like your chips to almost be sort of almost too dark really, but that's another strange quirk of mine, but there you are, hey ho.
Okay, when you've got them into a container like this, with the kitchen roll underneath, get a sprinkle of salt over the top. Now I use sea salt because it's got more heavy granules in it. Give them all a mix round, like so.
Waz says, can you make mushy peas? What would you do?
Yeah, but you have to use marrow fat
Oh,
peas.
you use marrow fat and you drain them, don't you? That's the old-fashioned way,
it's
isn't
the
it?
old-fashioned way. Yeah,
Yes.
if you buy marrow fat peas, you soak them overnight, drain them off,
Yeah.
put them back in the water, and then you then
Yes.
cook them up.
Yeah.
Maybe that's where the Brummy terminology came from. All right, marrow. From the peas.
Mushy pies.
Mushy pies, mate, from Smitty.
I think he's taking a mickey out of you, Wazza. Don't stand for it, darling.
Okay, so
Gosh, that's a meal, isn't it?
there
How quickly
you
can anyone
go.
get down here?
Okay, last thing then I'm going to just pop on is on top of the peas a bit of knob of butter. Let's move these over here so we
your
can have
knife
a
away.
good look at them. Put that one that way, look, like that. So there you have it, guys. A very traditional fish and chips with homemade tartar sauce and some garden peas on the side. We'll just crack one of these
Yeah, I
open.
was just going to say do that.
Okay. And that's what it looks like inside. Look at that. Look at that. You can hear it. How crispy it is.
Nice.
It's lovely. Anyway, thanks very much for watching once again, guys. I hope you have a go at this one. You'll like this. It's easy peasy to do. Everyone in the household will love doing it. As always, if you're watching this on YouTube, just underneath the comments here, there is a thumb like this. That is the like button. Just press that, okay, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done already. That will keep you up to date with any new videos that get posted on this channel. My name's Red Redfern. You've been watching Lockdown Cooking at Home with myself, and Jane's behind the camera. Tomorrow, don't forget, it's Jamie and his cocktails on at 5. He's got 3 more lovely cocktails coming on for us to have a go at. We'll be having a go at those as well. Next Monday, the menus are already up in announcements. Monday we're doing a char grilled chicken with pan fried or pan char grilled aubergines and courgettes, and a lovely homemade tomato sauce on the side. It's a real winner. I've done it before a few times. Okay, and the rest of the menus are up there as well. Anyway, that's it for me now. Jane, have you got anything?
No, just thanks very much for joining us,
As
guys.
always, thanks very much. Don't forget, spread the love. Invite your friends if you haven't done already. If you're new to this channel and you've enjoyed watching us, please tell your friends and see if we can get this 2,139 up to at least 2,200 by Monday. That would be amazing if you could do that.
Thank you guys. Have a lovely weekend, everybody. Thank you. Stay safe.
Bye.
See you Monday. Bye.